Semester at Sea is a study abroad program through a ship, and we go around the world for 4 months. It is through a program called International Shipboard Education.
We get to visit 11 different countries and apply our classes to the countries that we're visiting, so that's really neat and fun.
So we take classes on the ship, and then when we get to countries, we have programs for our classes, like this program here in Mauritius. So we get to go with our class and tour like schools and stuff like that. Before Mauritius, we went to Japan, China, Vietnam, Myanmar, and India. And now we're in Mauritius. So we don't have very much time in Mauritius. We're only here for the day, whereas our other countries, we've been there for a week. So it's definitely a shorter amount of time, but we're hoping to get a similar experience from it.
We all go to different schools back in the United States, so we're all from different places, and we just apply and then find out that way if we're selected through our grades and experience.
It's similar to a regular college application in the States. So you apply through that way and you give them your GPA and your transcripts and everything, and then they accept you based on your grades from your university.
Basically a floating campus university. So we have students from all over the world, mainly American students, but they come on the ship and they travel the world learning different courses. And I'm here with my international marketing students, and it's wonderful to be back in Mauritius. I was here 10 years ago on the same program, but we didn't get the opportunity to tour the university and see the students, so this has been amazing.
Well, what's great about Semester at Sea is that we're going around the world with students from all over the world. So I think there's around 250 different universities on our trip. And by going to all these different places in such a short time, we get to see a whole bunch of different cultures and learn how they're different instead of just maybe seeing, one different culture for the entire semester. So it's literally a voyage around the world, so we get a really good sense of the entire world and all these different places. Sometimes it's almost 5 or 6 days depending on our schedule and how much time we have booked in. But yeah, it's generally between 1 and 5 days in the countries, and unfortunately we only have a day in Mauritius, but we wish it was more.
Today, first we're visiting the university, and we're going to have a lecture later.
Yeah.
And then from here, we're going to see a local hotel and see how the economy has been changing with recent economic downturn and then upheaval. And then we're going to get back on the boat same day. From Mauritius, we'll go to Cape Town, South Africa, and then Ghana, and then Morocco, and then we'll get dropped off in England on April 16th.
So what we try and do is we tie in the field labs, and this is a field lab, with the education on the ship. So we've been talking about the tourism industry, its significance in Mauritius. We looked at a case study of how Mauritius coped during the recession, and in fact they did a really good job. And so we're here to put theory into practice. And so we're listening from a talk in a minute from the tourism director, and then we're going out to a resort to hear from their point of view how the tourism industry is coping after the recession in terms of the competitive landscape.
Actually, I go to school in Charleston, South Carolina, and we're learning a lot about hospitality and tourism. It's a big industry in Charleston, South Carolina, and the U.S. as well. So comparatively to Mauritius, it's definitely a great learning experience. We get to learn about kind of the marketing efforts geared towards tourism, and this international marketing class is great for it because we're learning a lot about how tourism is a big industry in Mauritius and kind of ways to benefit in the U.S., just different ways to kind of get a competitive advantage in tourism in the U.S. as well. So.
La première chose, c'est la visibilité de l'université de Maurice. Et ce que je connais, moi, il y a pas beaucoup de gens en Amérique, au North America, qui connaissent Maurice et même pas l'université de Maurice. Alors ça, c'est une opportunité pour nous d'expliquer aux gens où est l'université de Maurice, qu'est-ce qu'on fait, les différentes facultés qu'on a, les différents cours qu'on a. Et on a des cours qui sont internationalement aussi très reconnus, mais plutôt en Europe, dans les pays asiatiques, mais pas en Amérique.